So the tool we use to schedule our Instagram posts is called Planoly, and it's great because it gives you a preview of your grid, and so you can make sure that everything stays in the same color tones, and has consistent branding. Anything that has a S means that it's scheduled, and you'll see it on the calendar view, and anything that has a U means it's unscheduled. Anything that has this icon here means it's gonna be automatically posted to Instagram without you having to take any sort of manual action. For the caption, we try to include something that's engaging, so usually a question, and then we usually include this as well and make sure to give credit to the photographer by including them in the caption as well as tagging them in the photo as below. And then we also want to make sure that we always include a location that really helps with getting additional exposure. And then here we see that we've already scheduled it to be auto posted. There we are. So if we wanted to check out any other posts, we see that we have scheduled posts until all of April. Let's see this one here, for instance. Let's review it. So we want to, again, make sure we tag the photographer. So this doesn't seem to be a valid photographer. We'll have to check on it. This didn't seem to have a location, and we'll need to further add hashtags. So now let's say we like the way our grid looks and we want to schedule more posts. We get our photos from this amazing website called Unsplash, where it's professional free stock photos. I've pre-downloaded some photos that I thought were relevant. And the idea is to, something that's great is when you find a photo you like, instead of downloading it directly from here, open it in a new tab, and then download it from that tab to make sure that you have the photographer's username and the location, because otherwise that's something you don't necessarily get from this view. So now let's say we wanted to add more posts. We could either go here or go to drafts. We want to create a folder. Let's say the next theme for our posts are going to be beach pics. Add media to draft, get the photos that we downloaded. Upload. And something that's the best practice is to schedule for 15 posts at a time, and to make sure that your grid has kind of the same color coordination for 15 posts, because that's how many you can see on your phone. So what happened? So here, for instance, right, something that's really great is that we can move the photos around here. Like, for instance, this is a bit too much, right? It looks too similar, so we'd want to drag it out and play around with this, right? That's already a bit better. And you can't really get a feel for this unless you have this grid view. Right, so that's perhaps a bit better. Right, let's say, do you guys like this? Great, so now we want to import them into the section. We're in a draft right now, so we'll click select. We'll select, let's say we like all of these photos, and we'll move them to the grid, confirm. So now we can go back into planning, and we see that our photos are now appearing here, right? And so now we may think, okay, we want to move these around a bit more. It's absolutely fine. That's too many greens. These blues don't really connect well here. Now we have these blues that are a bit too similar here. So now, again, let's say we like this. Let's say we want to schedule this, these next posts. You can go into the Instagram guide, and there's a lot of research that's been done around what is the best time to post. So let's check when is the last post we've actually scheduled for. Saturday. Right, so May 11th, right? So now let's say we want to do the following week. So we'd start here. So let's say we want to post at 6 a.m. on a Monday. We'd go here. We'd want to tag the user. Great. Add the location. Done. Scheduled a post for, was it the 13th at 6 a.m. Looks good. Auto post. We've added our caption. Right, and so this image is a bit of a different size, so we can either adjust it here, or we can kind of force post it via the app, the mobile app, I mean. And now we'll see that it shows up here, right? And that's how we plan our Instagram posts.